Lisa here, and let's talk about the importance of having an agenda for every meeting that you have. When you take a step back and really think about it, and if you were to compute the hourly rate of every single person that you have sitting in on your meeting, you recognize the importance of making sure that meeting is as concise as possible, as productive as possible, and that you're actually using the brains of everyone in the room. Otherwise, what's the point? We've all been in those meetings that drag on. We've all been in those meetings where the agenda isn't timed or you have no idea what time it ends. And we've all been in those meetings that truly could have been accomplished just by reading a memo. So instead, I'm going to encourage you to make sure that you always have an agenda for every meeting that you run. And it's okay if it's a 15-minute meeting with your spouse. You still want to have an agenda. It just won't look quite as formal. So I was recently going to a meeting with two colleagues of mine, love them. And as I'm driving there, I recognized that I didn't have an agenda for the meeting. We didn't really talk about what we were going to accomplish. We had a start and an end time, but that whole middle piece wasn't very well defined. And so as I'm going, I'm thinking, I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. What's the agenda? And then I realized for this particular meeting, we were meeting to figure out, was there a way that the three of us could work together? We work with similar people, but in different fields. So was there a way that we could work together? And if so, what could that look like? And then I realized that was our agenda. And so when we met, I was more comfortable because we had an agenda for our meeting and we were able to make sure that we stayed on time and accomplish what we needed to accomplish. And the great thing is, by the time we got to the end of the meeting, we were then able to lay out a much more structured agenda for the next time that we met. Because we realized there are ways that we can work together. And in order for that to happen, we need to set some structure around when we meet, what we talk about, how we're going to move forward. That is not the only skill that you need to have, setting the meeting for the agenda, or setting the agenda for the meeting in order to be productive. There are lots of skills. And so I invite you to take the 10-question, 2-minute quiz down in the link below. This will help you start to identify where can you be more productive so that you can stop working nights and weekends because you didn't get the stuff done during the week that you wanted to get done. So click on it now. I swear, 2 minutes is all it'll take, and you'll walk away figuring out ways that you can start to get your time back so that you can do more of the things that you love.